Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Redskins going up against the Buccaneers. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis have the call on this Week 4 matchup.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Redskins. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 3rd down.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Redskins send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Redskins now, their defense coming back onto the field. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. Let's see if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3 and out. Back to throw. This is intercepted. A great read. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington defense getting ready. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Holding. Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gault. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Surveying the field. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They give it to him right up the gut. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll set up a throw. Finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9,
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on third and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. And when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
We focus our attention on the Redskins defense now. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's got his man on the crossing route, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a carry here for their fullback. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown, man. Looking forward. Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try to open things up in the run game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
He's got time, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So third and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense?
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to... the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Watch 2, watch 2. All right, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side. Out of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked. The coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Green, 39! Green, 30!
Back to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucks. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Buccaneers onto the field. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Aguayo on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hey.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field. Judge, it's ruled incomplete. And a pause in the action because the... It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. All right, so what do you make of these numbers here? Back-to-back games where he's really, really struggling.
Well, I go back to our meeting with the head coach, and you asked him about what happened last week and whether you thought he'd come out of it. And he was a little hesitant, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't real confident about what he would see. He was hopeful.
Right.
And that always scares me a little bit if I'm a player, if I had actually heard that. But as a broadcaster, listen to the head coach say he's hopeful. Well, so far, that hope hasn't been realized.
Yeah, we both noted that after, and you're right, it hasn't been realized.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple, a tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the... Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. They're going to look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic. Emerges, you've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. He's going to take another shot here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green 3.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Surveying the field. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more. For the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
His throw caught. What about the 5? Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The point after now for Aguayo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's going to let it fly, and that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. And he is picking up right where he left off a week ago. I wrote down, so funny here on my notes, what he said last week. And after we talked to him about the good game, he said, "I will do it again." And I wrote those words.